Hi, first of all, thank you so much for your incredible support. We've reached nearly 1 million wish list on Steam. Thanks to you, Rooted is growing and evolving smoothly. Today, I'm excited to showcase the Alpha Session 2 update, a major step forward in the game's development. As we move into Phase 2, the world of Rooted is becoming larger and more immersive. The open world now features points of interest like the mansion, monastery, gas station, the bunker, and more ready to explore. About 95% of what you see here is made by our artists. In these places, we've created a special atmosphere based on the lore we wrote for Rooted. You can cross devastated areas as well as clean environments. The reason is simple. Some survivors live there, and these survivors are not friendly at all. They are enemies who have banded together and organized themselves to survive, so definitely action will come. But that's not all. More POIs are in development, including the resort, observatory, zoo, and watchtower. I've decided to let these areas remain in the world so our founders can see how the development evolves, and they've really appreciated that. Previously, during Phase 1 of the alpha, players were confined to the monastery. Now, they have access to approximately 30 km² of terrain, vastly expanding the scope and possibilities within the game world. This expansion reflects our commitment to rich and scalable gameplay, offering players not only a vast open world, but also deep, lore-driven immersion. We've also added some exciting survival gameplay features. First, build and craft. You can now build anything from a small survival cabin to an expensive camp if you know how to handle an axe. The building system allows you to create structures, furniture with storage elements, and resource transport tools. Additionally, we've included 4 exclusive garden furniture items for our founders as a special thank you. So, thank you! You get also survival essentials like campfires and an entire water collection and treatment system. And finally, there's a first gameplay module, but I won't reveal more about it just yet. Stay tuned! Next, infection mechanics. This adds intensity and realism to survival. Infection dynamics force you to balance exploration and safety, as every encounter with the infected carries risks. Managing infection becomes a crucial part of the survival loop, requiring attention to resources and cures. And finally, weather system. The weather in Rooted is dynamic and immersive. Using UDS technology, we've enhanced it with detailed management systems that impact players and the environment. Weather conditions add an entirely new layer of survival challenges. Alpha testers already need to be cautious of the cold, lighting campfires, wearing appropriate clothing, or staying indoors to avoid succumbing to harsh elements. This is only the beginning, and we're thrilled about what's coming next in weather mechanics. Now, let's talk about cool gameplay features. Ziplines add dynamic verticality to the game, allowing you to traverse landscapes quickly and escape dangerous situations. For now, alpha testers can enjoy a zipline that lets them fly over a beautiful lake, but in an upcoming update, you'll be able to create your own ziplines and use them wherever you want, opening up endless strategic and exploration possibilities. Drones act as a valuable tool for reconnaissance, enabling you to scout ahead, plan your route, and locate resources or threats. They add a layer of tactical gameplay to survival. Physical carts and forklifts bring a sense of realism and utility, letting you transport heavy resources or supplies across the world. Forklifts even add a unique touch to industrial areas and logistical challenges. Thank you for your support, and let's keep going.
of the mountain, Mr. Feel Good. You got to love him. He runs the neighborhood. He's in my head all of the time. And all I wanna do is make him
have to embrace uncertainty, risk of failure, so many unknowns. And most people aren't willing to take that on. But if you've ever felt that moment, everything lines up. I guess it's a risk you're willing to take.
excited to introduce you to this new world and what it has to offer. However, there's far more to Atomfall than what we can showcase in a single video. This is just a glimpse of what's to come.
Atomfall is a brand new, single-player, first-person action survival game set in a post-war Britain. It will have you traversing the Lake District of Northern England, uncovering mysteries about the quarantine zone and the people that inhabit it.
My name's Molly. I got some bits and bobs for sale.
My name's Nat, by the way. Forgive me being curious of strangers.
Atomfall takes place in a fictional quarantine in 1962, just 5 years after the real-life event of the M.I.N.S.K fire, the worst nuclear disaster in British history. However, in this altered version of history, there are more mysterious and sinister things at play behind the scenes, and you must uncover the secrets of what happened. It's up to you to discover the truth behind the disaster and figure out just how much of this world can be saved.
It doesn't matter what else happened, as long as the truth of this place gets out.
Before you can set out on that quest, you'll awaken in the quarantine zone with little knowledge about who you are, the life you've lived, and certainly the strange new world around you. A rather nasty bout of amnesia.
You're not the first amnesiac I've seen since things went awry.
Are you a law-abiding citizen? A terrifying menace to those around you? Or are you perhaps someone just trying their best to survive in a dangerous, unfamiliar place? The choice is yours, and Atomfall gives you the freedom to embody any role. A village in one of the areas you will visit is controlled by a military group that was sent in to set up and maintain the quarantine after the disaster. A noble cause. But some might question the lengths they've gone to restore order.
I shouldn't be gossiping about this stuff.
Armed soldiers patrolling the roads of the village. Robotic sentinels on a hair trigger, prepared to attack at even the slightest hint of aggression. And villagers who live in fear as a result.
Soldiers will string you up for anything these days, and my husband was exploring where they don't like you to explore.
Does this group really have the villagers' best interest at heart?
But step out of line, and I will revoke your liberties here just as quickly as they were given.
Outside of the village is a lawless land filled with bandits and cultists who don't care if you're friendly or not and will attack you on sight.
Be cautious.
There are so many things to consider on your journey through Atomfall. Exploration is a critical component of the experience, especially when it comes to your survival. The quarantine zone is in the idyllic countryside of northern England, but it is not as it once was. An abandoned rail yard, a derelict stone quarry, and verdant rolling hills contain more than just pieces of a prior civilization. As you explore these places, you'll find secret bandit hideouts, mysterious messages, secrets, clues, and leads that might help you figure out how the world fell apart. These can lead you to eccentric characters, secret hideaways, or even the rundown bunkers of the British Atomic Research Division. You'll never know when or where fragments of the bigger picture will be brought into focus, but you will always need to be on guard. These facilities may not be as populated as they once were. However, the halls are often patrolled by the same robots used to patrol the rest of the quarantine zone, as well as irradiated feral creatures that won't hesitate to tear you apart. You will also come across caves and underground tunnels that seem to have been affected by the M.I.N.S.K disaster the most. Glowing plants and mushrooms cover the walls, floor and ceiling of these places, giving off a hazy fog that makes them more dangerous to traverse than other places you may go. However, the environment is not all you need to worry about. The same terrifying ferals found in the bunkers also live in these areas and will not stop to ask questions before trying to tear you apart.